we think it's true.
But it is true.
Indeed, it was a journey.
A ride or a flight.
It was a journey from Badagry to Maryland. But it was worth it.
It was.
We had a great time with the delectable,
amiable,
Amazon,
most beautiful.
The pretty wife of, hey, that one you know so well to be Isaac Moses. I call him Uncle Isaac. Already you know who I'm talking about. Yeah, we had a great time with Mama
Nneka Moses
Goge Africa. You already know what I'm talking about. Then yesterday it was fun and a time to learn. I did learn a lot.
I learned a lot.
And not waste so much time. The next voice you will be hearing will be that of Mama Nneka talking marriage and relationship.
Yes. Good morning. Good to see you.
Let's know more about you. We know you, but people out there, some want to hear from you. The Goge brand as a brand. That's one word you told me some years ago. You said vision is not just enough, but consistency, not just even passion. So how did this help the Goge brand?
Okay, taking off from what you just said, the vision is not just good enough. It's good to have the vision, but you have to be prepared to be consistent, because you don't start anything today and it becomes a success today. So you have to consistently push it yourself until other people begin to buy into the vision. When they understand where you're going and see the value in it, then you start getting the support that will help you to scale through the journey. So Goge Africa started 25 plus years ago. That was like in 1999.
I remember.
When people do not have enough appreciation for African culture, and we pushed it and continued to showcase the best of Africa until other people begin to see the value in what we are presenting. And so it's been a long journey, but I think it has been a very inspiring and an educational journey, because I was learning along the way. My husband, my partner, and my boss, we were all learning along the way while teaching and sharing along the way.
I love the way you said your husband, your partner, and your boss. How do you manage it? Boss in the office, husband at home, just...
Okay, if you want me to put it this way, you know that your husband, traditionally, as a Nigerian, your husband is like the head, and will always be the head. But if you're lucky, you get the position of the neck. You get an opportunity to turn the head where and when necessary. But at the same time, as my boss, he still remains the head. Anyways, so I don't manage it. I just live it. It's part of my life. I just live it.
Just live it.
You understand? My culture has prepared me for that. My broad-mindedness and appreciation of our life as it is. But above all, I think my husband also gives me the opportunity to be myself, and it gives me the opportunity to explore with him, and also gives me a hearing. So my voice always matters, and that makes it easy for me to navigate this journey with him comfortably. Yeah, so he's my boss, he's my husband, but most importantly, he's my friend.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think I love this.
Wow. So how long have you been married?
We've been married we got married in 1997. So you do the maths.
a long time.
It's a long
Yes,
time.
20-something years, maybe 27, thereabouts.
And we hear about celebrity marriage doesn't work. So how
Celebrities,
have you been able
they don't
to
stay married. They don't.
Is that all you've heard? You hear that celebrity marriage don't work. I'm sure you must have also heard that celebrity marriage works.
Works, yeah.
We know a lot that didn't work.
First of all, let me help you. I am not a celebrity.
You are.
That's number one. What am I celebrating? I'm celebrating Africa. African culture, African arts, our tourism, our people are the stars. They are what's celebrating. So that's what we are celebrating with our audience. I am not a star. I'm just privileged to have been in a position where people hear me because Goge Africa has given me a voice. So yeah, but being married and being in the public eye, I think that's the way to describe it, can be a bit challenging. But then that's if you decide to, I don't know, that's if you decide to bring your bedroom, your kitchen, and your living room on set. Then you have asked people, you are inviting people into your home to come and take a seat. And when you've invited people into your room to take a seat, their voice will begin to matter to you. Yeah.
27 years ago, can you remember the first word he told you? And probably the first place?
First word.
Where he met you first?
Oh, I know where he met me. We met on the set of a movie. At Zebejiru's office at Aguda.
Yeah.
That's in Surulere. So yeah, that's the first place we met. The first word he said probably will be, "Hello, how are you?" Okay.
Okay, let me take it deep. Your first outing with him. Can you still
My first
remember?
outing with him, I still remember because it was a disappointment. You know, our first outing was a disappointment to me, but I think it was the best thing he did for our relationship. Because that first outing, he laid his cards face up. Okay? He made me understand that he didn't have a lot of money. He also made me understand that he's not out to impress, that he just wants to be himself. So I got comfortable with him being himself. And that also encouraged me to be myself with him. So we went, he took me to, I dressed up to go for a lunch date with this cute guy. And he took me to Amala joint.
Correct.
And I felt, you know, as a young girl who is going on a date with a guy, you kind of like, at least my group of friends then, you kind of like judge how a guy rates you by where he takes you to. So when he took me to Amala joint, I thought, okay, so this is the level. And I said to myself, I'll never go out with him again. So yeah, that was it.
Ma'am, what is marriage in your own words?
Marriage is a union. Marriage is a contract. Marriage is a relationship. Marriage is what you want it to be for you. Some people get into marriage because they want to have a companion. Some people go into marriage because it's an escape from something. Some people are running away from poverty. So you see a very rich man who can take care of you. I've had younger people, I say, "Oh wow, you're getting married, congratulations." Why? He say, "Auntie, at least let him help me. There is no job and he seems to love me. I know he will take good care of me." You understand? So that's also a reason to get married. By the way, there is no good or bad reason to get married. If somebody decides that, "Oh, I'm going into marriage because this is an intelligent man and I want that to rub off on me. I want to spend the rest of my life with him." Some people go into marriage with, "Oh, this guy is fun-loving. I want to be with him. Anytime I'm with him, I'm happy." So that means whether there's money or not, you guys find a way to make yourselves happy. Some people go into marriage out of pressure. "I'm too old, I need to settle down." It goes both ways, whether for a man or for a woman. So Marriage is like a big elephant. You're seeing it from the angle you're touching. If it's the tail, if it's the head or the trunk. So I don't want to box up marriage in a small container and say marriage is this or that. But marriage is, in fact, don't you know that in some African cultures, a girl can be given to her father's friend. Wow. And she has no say in that.
Wow.
So, and she goes there, she's married to the old man, she raises children with the old man. Wow. It's marriage as well. So marriage is different into different people, to different cultures, and maybe in different generations it begins to evolve. So it depends on what marriage is to you.
Yeah, ma'am, you've just given us so many reasons why some persons get into marriage. The guy is fun to be with and intelligent. And
some men actually get into marriage with a woman and say, oh, she's very beautiful, I have to have her in my house. She has to be the mother of my children.
Okay, then, ma'am, for you, what's that reason, the striking reason?
Okay, incidentally, at the time when Isaac started going out with me, was a time I said to myself, I don't want to be, or I don't want to get into marriage. But when we started dating, by the way, we dated for just 1 year.
Wow.
And we got married the following year.
Wow.
So when we started dating, I realized that each time I'm with him, I'm extra happy. I'm a happy person, but each time I'm with him, I'm extra happy. He makes me happy. He is a very honest guy. He lays his cards face up, even though initially I didn't like it. But when I realized that this is who he is, if he's a Akamu, you're taking Akamu, that's all I have. Because when he was able to afford Quaker Oats, he still gives it to me. So for me, marriage is a beautiful union. If you enter marriage with an intention that you know and your spouse also is aware of, it becomes easier for both of you to navigate it. But if he has his agenda and you have your agenda, somewhere along the line it will clash and it may crash. Do you understand? So from day one, I just see him as a fun-loving guy. Even his toast lines were fun. And I need to also preach to young girls out there. It's important to also, you might not be a breadwinner for the family, but you need to bring in some bread as well. Let it not just be the man. If you marry a man that is so rich, he doesn't know what to do with money, then start something that money can support. Even if it's a foundation, even if it's an outreach, do something that will make you have some sense of self-worth. So you're not like a furniture he has put in his house that can be changed or added to at any time. If you have self-worth, your husband will not just love you because you're beautiful, because every woman is beautiful.
Every woman is beautiful.
Yes. So you will not be loved just because you're beautiful, or because you're intelligent, or hardworking, or a clean person, or you know how to massage his ego and take care of a man. But then there's this value you also add to the general public that makes people, when they see your husband, thank you, your wife is this. Thank God for her intervention in this or that. Because I'm not just Isaac Moses' wife. By the grace of God, I have a few young people who look up to me. Not because I'm a wife, but because of something else that I also do to add value. So it's important for a woman to find her value in her society and exploit it for the good of others. Those are the things that can make you valuable, not just in marriage or not just for a man, but you as a person.
I'm getting emotional.
To have a sense of self. You understand? I don't know if I'm making sense.
A lot of sense, man. His toast line, That's something you said.
I like him saying that himself because I'm not a good rapper. His toast line was more like a rap, telling me he wants to take me on his chauffeur car and take me around the world to every hot spot, buy me a diamond from Caviar or Cartier and all of that. So these are things he was just saying, I'm like, well, the good thing going for him then and now and hopefully tomorrow is that he has a great voice. So it's easy to want to listen to him, whether he's talking or singing.
Wow, I can remember those days in Gold Mine Studio.
Yeah, so I listened to him. In my own capacity, I didn't think I needed another human being to be complete. But he made me realize that I needed him to compliment me, just like I'm complimenting him. So for me, I think it's a good match made on earth, perhaps for heaven. I can't say it's a match made in heaven. It's a good match made right here on earth.
Maybe if you were to sing for him, what would be your choice song?
Sing? He knows I don't sing, because I don't have a good song. But a song I sing to my God, which one pops up now is, oh Lord, I am very, very grateful for all you have done for me. Oh Lord, I am very, very grateful. I say thank you, dear Lord. So that's my song every day. And that song actually embodies a lot. I'm thanking him for me. I'm thanking him for life. I'm thanking him for the man he has given me as my life partner, because if I were to choose, I may not have chosen him at the time. But today, I will run follow.
Alright, what do you think about love at first sight?
Is anything like that?
Anything like that?
I don't know.
Is it working?
I don't know about love at first sight. It's possible, because I've seen a lot of people talk about love at first sight. Oh, you feel butterflies on your stomach, this. Yes, I think we all felt that as young people. I don't even know if there's nervousness. But I think there should be love at first sight. But that it doesn't happen to everyone does not mean it does not exist. But I want to look at love in the long run. Love in the long haul. You know, love in life's journey. I think that's what I'm interested in. I'm not interested in the flash in the pan. It's a first sight. Okay, you sighted first time. So second time around, there's no love. So love at first sight may exist, but love in the long run is what matters. And that's what takes you along the journey. That's what keeps your mental health together, your spirituality intact, and even your good health. Because there's something someone you trust and love so much can do to you. You'll be so devastated that it'll affect you at all levels. So love is very important, and I love that word that says let love lead in everything you do. When people talk about love, some people misinterpret love as sex. Do you understand? Love goes beyond that. You can buy that. You can even buy relationship. I've seen people who buy mother, father to escort them to go and do wine carrying. You can buy. But love is deep. Love is even spiritual. Love is selflessness. Because if you love somebody, it's like you have your child. Because a lot of people will relate to that. You know, a mother's love, let me talk from a woman's angle. If your child will need your kidney to survive, and you have two, I know you willingly give one to your child. Now that is love, and it's unconditional. Love, yes, love is deep, and people have different definitions of love. I can't even exhaust it, but in my own small experience,
What we see these days, marriages are
the divorces and
crashing down. So
what's your take on divorce?
Who am I to criticize? Who am I to criticize or even advise on crashed marriages or crashing marriages? See, you have to relate to the times we are now. We're at a time where people are pressured. There's a lot of pressure from every angle. A lot of people, their mental health is not even intact. And if you're not okay within yourself, how can you even begin to manage another human being? So when people say, oh, marriages are crashing because the society we are in, one, the cultural factor, culture is dynamic. A lot is shifting. In those days, a woman is not allowed to speak in certain quarters. Even as a woman, in my culture, if your daughter is being given in marriage, you can't even sit there. Even if you raise that child alone and your husband had died, the day she will get married, even if the uncles are not around, the village people will sit together and give your daughter out in marriage because you are a woman. So you see, we are transiting from a culture that does not even allow women to speak or be heard to a new culture brought in by Western influence, and it has permeated and is beginning to clash with our own culture. So it is difficult for a lot of us to know when to keep quiet. Some of us, we can't even manage normal relationship. As a person, maybe I'm that kind of person if you and I, we don't have to be in a dating relationship. You're just my friend, and you get high with a conversation and you're at the top of your voice and you're screaming at me. Maybe I may not scream back. I might just take a back seat to let you cool off. Everybody can do that. If I have that grace, I probably will carry it into my marriage. And that can save a few things for me. Because when you've hurt him or he feels hurt and he's screaming at the top of his voice and you're answering him back, perhaps telling him, please don't shout at me, what's wrong with you? You're putting fuel into fire. That is on the one hand. On the other hand, a lot of us have the issue of cheating. That's a big deal too. People, when they trust you and love you, they want you for themselves. And then when some people cheat, if he's a man, they tell the woman, do you know what all the things your mother went through? You should be able to take it. And you go to your mom for succor. Your mom is telling you, if I tell you all the things I went through in your father's house, I had to stay back so that you people will be raised. In a family, I don't want to raise you in a broken home. All of this, somebody actually suffers for it. Somebody actually suffers for it. And that person, most of the time, is the woman. Because every advice you get everywhere is, you're a woman. Keep quiet. But if a woman puts one foot wrong, our society, I'm not saying the whole world, depending on the culture you come from, you are more than crucified. When they say a woman needs love just like you do too, that love they are talking about there is not just sex, no. It goes beyond that. A man deserves and clamors for respect, massages ego, don't talk when he's talking, all of those things. A woman is a human being with red blood too. She deserves everything a man thinks he deserves. Respect is reciprocal. So, having that at the back of our mind, with what is presently going on, financial issues in every home, where a woman doesn't even know how much the husband earns, and even the man doesn't even know how much the wife earns. So people are making demands that is more than the earnings of the spouse. These things can also cause wahala. So there's so many, I mean, there are many reasons why marriages break. I can't even begin to digest it in this one conversation, because each marriage has its own peculiarity and challenges. But I'm saying let's not be hard on those who can keep their marriage, because the truth is that those who can keep their marriage are no saints or angels. Everything is the grace of God. But at the end of it all, you have to work at it. Marriage is a social contract. You have to work at it. Just like you work to keep your job, you work at your own marriage, and know that your partner is a human being with flesh and blood who is bound to err every now and then. But as long as the two people are prepared to make it work, it's easy for it to work. But no third party can put a cement in a marriage because you're this or that. You order them, you must be together, because so that you don't bring a bad name to the family, so that this doesn't happen, that doesn't happen. Marriage is for two people who agree for it to work for them.
I need to advise singles who wants to position themselves for marriage and partner. I refuse to.
I said that I refuse to put myself on the spot. Who am I to advise anybody? What do I even know? How can I be advising you not even knowing your situation? You know, so it's wrong for me to come here and advise anybody that this is what to do or that is what to do. But my simple statement will be, stay true to yourself. Try and be as transparent as you can, and build trust in any relationship you're into. Okay? And remember that your partner is also a human being who probably is yearning for your support and is afraid of what may happen if you know the truth. If God can forgive everything and anything, why can't we learn to forgive? If the person in question will also make efforts to ensure that you don't make the same mistake again and begin to expect a better result. You understand? So I'm not in position to advise anybody.
Okay. Any regrets so far? 27 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I do have a big regret, and that regret is that we should have done this earlier, much earlier.
Wow.
Honestly, we should have met each other much earlier. Wow. That would be my biggest regret. But I'm glad I said yes in good time. Wow. Because we got married after a year of, meeting each other.
Thank you so very much, ma'am. Since you didn't sing for him, although you did, oh Lord, I'm very...
I love you, no one else will ever do. Yeah. I'll be true to you, no one else will ever do. Okay, I'm singing for Isaac Moses.
I hope you're listening. Ma'am, thank you so very much for your time. Thank you so very much. For us, there's this word we say every day is a marriage anniversary. Okay. We don't just want to do it once in a year. I don't know, what is that hookup word, that strong word you say to yourself?
Wow, to myself.
To you and your uncle. Like, every day is a marriage anniversary. We celebrate every day. So,
well, for us, every day is a day to keep thanking God and keep loving, knowing and believing that tomorrow is going to be better, because better is not good enough.
Amen.
The best is yet to come.
Amen. Ma'am, your prayers for all of yours over the world watching.
Oh wow. Because I'm not a pastor, I'm going to speak from my heart. And what I say to you all is, may God bless you all, grant you a long, healthy, happy life. A long, healthy, happy life.
Amen.
What that means is that there will be joy in your family, in your life, and you will radiate joy. And please remember, you cannot pour from an empty cup. So fill yourself with the joy you want to see in the world, so that you'll be one of those agents that radiate joy, beauty, and love. God bless you.
Thank you so much, man. We'll be celebrating 30 years.
See, you're not a senior now. You should be advising people.
One word for us.
Happy 30th anniversary, justice and joy. You see, God has judged the matter for you, sentenced you to a lifetime of togetherness and love and joy and success. So your joy will continue to be full. And God's presence, love, divine mercy will continue to envelop you and all that is yours in Jesus' mighty name.
Thank you so much, Mami. What a blast.
Wow.
You heard I talked about Isaac Moses toast line.
The lines.
You know what I'm talking about? It was matching. It was true. How they met. Stop packaging.
Stop packaging. Do yourself.
Uncle Isaac, I love you. He
love you
took
for
out to Amala joint.
Yeah, so
not one of those.
This is the real me. Do you know that some men can borrow money just to please the girl, to impress the girl? And to tell you, first time matters a lot.
Matters a lot. That's why the girl is a no. So you must take pap.
Who I am. That was lovely. That was lovely. And she said that helped their relationship at the long run.
I learned openness. Be open.
Be open.
Don't hide anything. Don't come with your own agenda to that room called marriage. Don't come with your own agenda. It must be
the same
agenda.
thing.
That is how it's going to work.
She said the man, you want the woman to, massage your ego, to pamper you, to do everything for you, to please you. But what about the woman? The woman also needs the same. So we need to reciprocate. The way you want the woman to treat you as a king, you should also treat the woman as your queen.
Let's balance this. Hey, let's
run away. But listen, listen again and again. I'm sure you're gonna learn something.
It's still just the two of us with justice and joy, and every day
is our marriage anniversary.
For running from here.
It's like this. Please like, share, and subscribe.